Hello and welcome to a chapter a day. It is Sunday and I am going to be reading from chapter 35 today. Um, I will recap chapter 34 or review chapter 34, in which Jacob's daughter Dinah, which was the daughter of Leah, got herself in a little predicament when she went out surveying the land. I guess she was curious as a young lady, going to see what was happening in the town of Shechem. What was this town? I guess it's someplace that they're sojourning near Canaan, where her father had pitched his tent. So I guess she's kind of visiting a nearby city. And this young man, they say he is the prince or the son of Hamor the Hivite, who is the prince of the country. So I guess he's the prince's son. He takes her and lays with her and defiles her. I am not sure if it was against her will or what took place, but this is what was recorded. And apparently after that, he seems to have taken a liking to her. And then he tells his father, Shechem, to go to, Shechem tells his father, Hamor, let me get the names right, to go to Jacob, Dinah's father, and request her hand in marriage to become his wife. Now, Dinah's brothers, which were Leah's sons, heard about it when they came from the field. I believe Jacob too was upset, but being by himself, he didn't want to confront Hamor when Hamor came to ask for Dinah's hand for his son Shechem. So when he explained to his sons what happened, they were not happy. And they entered into a false agreement. I would call it a false agreement because they knew from the very beginning they were not going to honor it. And they said, okay, as Hamor was requesting that the two sets of people, Jacob's people, get together with his people and exchange their daughters and sons in marriage, etc., etc. They said, Jacob's son said, okay, fine, we'll do that. But first, you all have to be circumcised, because that's like one of our Israelite customs or covenants. So when you do that, then it will be well with us. And I guess the men were really, Shechem was really taken up with Dinah. Now, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't he do the right thing the first time? Why didn't he go ask Jacob for Dinah's hand in the beginning before you took the young lady and defiled her? That would have been the common sense thing and the proper thing to do. But no, he put the cart before the horse, like we say. And now, well, his whole city is in a calamity now because they all become circumcised. The men hearkened and they went ahead with what Shechem said. And they all got circumcised. And you know that I'm sure men would be able to give witness to this, that it is a difficult thing to go through, and especially maybe at such an older age. But I don't know much about it. I'm a female. But when that happened, Jacob's sons knew the physical state they would be in, and they decided to go in and kill all of the men. They maybe knew they would be debilitated for a while. So they went in and killed all the men. And of course, that brought trouble unto Jacob. So they didn't just kill the men, they took the women and the children and their livestock and all their wealth. They took all of that from them, from their houses. And Jacob was not happy with what they did. He told them, "You've made me to stink in the land among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And of course, they will come against me to slay me." So they were justifying it that Shechem should not have defiled their sister or treated her like a harlot. So now we go on to chapter 35. Let's see what awaits. And God said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him. And he built there an altar, and called the place El Bethel, because there God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak, and the name of it was called Allon Bacuth. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padan Aram, and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And God went up from him in the place where he talked with him. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, even a pillar of stone. And he poured a drink offering thereon, and he poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spake with him Bethel. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath. And Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou shalt have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Ben-Oni, but his father called his name Benjamin. And Rachel died, and was buried in the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave, that is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar. And it came to pass, when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. And the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, Dan, and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad, and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Padan Aram. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father unto Mamre, unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. And the days of Isaac were 180 years. And Isaac gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people, being old and full of days. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. And that is the end of the reading of chapter 35. Wow. And we go on. We still have a number of chapters to cover in the book of Genesis. I thank you all again for listening, viewing. And again, I pray that you're inspired, or just hear something that you have a question about. Feel free to send it out to me in a comment, and I will definitely address it. Until then, have an awesome day. Bye.